We bring you the latest updates from the Pna Newsroom. The country's state of calamity due to COVID-19 has been extended for 3 months. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. has signed Proclamation number 57, extending the period until December 31st. This is to assure continuous delivery of COVID-19 related interventions and utilization of appropriate funds to contain the spread of COVID-19. The prices of basic necessities and prime commodities will also be controlled and monitored under the state of calamity. The President urges all government agencies and local government units to continue rendering full assistance and cooperation to curtail and eliminate the threat of COVID-19. Press Secretary Trixie Cruz Angeles earlier announced that the country is already 6% away from the wall of immunity. As of September 12, over 72.7 million Filipinos have completed their first and second doses of COVID-19 vaccines, and more than 18.6 million Filipinos have received their booster shots. The Department of Budget and Management said the proposed budget for the 4 specialty hospitals next year may be either raised or unchanged. The DBM made the clarification following the recent statement of House Deputy Speaker Ralph Recto that 4 big hospitals in the country are facing deep and non-superficial budget cuts for next year. These are the Lung Center of the Philippines, the Philippine Heart Center, the National Kidney and Transplant Institute, and the Philippine Children's Medical Center. Recto said the budget cut for the Lung Center of the Philippines is 53.7 million pesos, 121 million pesos for the Philippine Heart Center, by 344 million pesos for the PCMC, and 362 million pesos for the NKTI. The DBM clarified that there are no budget cuts for the 4 specialty hospitals and that the supposed decrease was due to upward adjustments made by Congress. It added that it had allotted 23 billion pesos for the Health Facilities Enhancement Program, which will fund the purchase of medical equipment, as well as the construction, rehabilitation, and upgrading of the various health facilities nationwide. The Supreme Court and all courts with local testing sites for this year's bar examinations will be closed on November 9 and 16 to allow workers to render service during the exam period. The SC will suspend all its sessions from November 5 to 22 to enable the courts to focus on conducting the bar exams. All officials, staff, and employees of all courts who will be deployed and will render service during the exam period are considered to be on official time. Associate Justice Benjamin S. Kagiwa had requested the suspension of SC and court sessions after noting that a significant number of personnel as well as resources will be deployed. The High Court on Monday said the 2022 bar examination shall be held in 14 local testing sites across the country to be conducted on November 9, 13, 16, and 20. And in other news, Museo Pambata, the country's first interactive children's museum, will finally reopen their doors to the public on September 25. The Children's Museum is reopening 2 years after the lockdowns to contain the spread of the COVID-19 pandemic led to the closure of establishments. The management of Museo Pambata has invited visitors to reserve their slots on reopening day. Visitors can explore its new spaces at 450 pesos per person. Other museums, zoos, and recreational institutions have resumed their operations after restrictions were eased. The National Museum of the Philippines reopened to the public in October 2021. Ayala Museum in Makati City resumed its full operations last August 3. And on behalf of everyone from the Philippine News Agency, we would like to greet our President, Ferdinand Marcos Jr., a very happy birthday. We wish you all of the best, Mr. President. And that is the latest and the biggest stories from the Pna Newsroom. I am William Theo. Good day, everyone.